Hello friends, this is Sunny Poswal and you are watching Gardening Talks. This video is in continuation to our discussion on money plants. In part 1 we have discussed how to grow money plants using stem and how can we make seeds from the stem. So today we are going to discuss the next process. So next process is about how we can grow it like this on a mold stick. You see, this is beautifully growing here, lush green, and it's riding and it's growing beautifully, right? So we are going to uncover what all you need to grow like this. So now friends, let's see what all we need. So we will be needing some seedlings. So I am taking the seedlings. These are 3 weeks old from the previous video which I have shoot 3 weeks ago from now. And then next you need a pot, at least 10 to 12 inches of pot. You need a mold stick, something like this, gardening soil. So friends, you can see that I have taken a pot which is having a very good drainage hole, right? So this is like the utmost requirement here. Your pot should be having a proper drainage. Then next thing is I'm going to put some rice husk here. You see, I'm having some rice husk. I'm putting it. So the benefit of this rice husk is that it won't allow this hole, the drainage hole, to choke. So drainage hole will not choke, and like it would give a proper drainage to my pot, which is required. Now next thing is I'm having normal gardening soil. You can see I am having that soil with me. So I'm going to fill this pot with this garden soil, and will place my mold stick in between. So you are seeing that like I'm just making some punches on it. The reason behind it, I want to ensure that there is no air pockets left behind and it's like solid, right? So that's the reason I'm just, you know, giving it punches. So now you see I have filled it with soil and pushed it properly, making sure no air pocket are left behind. This is very important. I have almost 4 inches of like gap there. Now it's time to place those seedlings. This is you can see the cut area, right? The seeds, like I have removed it. So how I'm going to put, see, this is inclined this way. So it's inclined this way, means that way should go face towards the mold stick. So I'm going to place it like this, and that I'm going to place in the corner here. So you see I'm going to place it here on the corner, not the center. Why? Because this mold stick, when I will be giving water, the water would be draining like this, and here it may create some root rot or some other issue. That's why like I'm just keeping it away. Then I'll take the another second seed, and it's going this way. So I'll put it here like this, right? And away from the stem. The direction is towards the stem, right? And then next I'll take the next similar way. We'll put it here, something like this. And then I'm going to have the fourth one here, and this is I'm going to put like this. Now I will fill it with the soil, normal garden soil. So I have here mixed some sand in the garden soil just to make it porous, so that the proper drainage, draining media is there, ensuring, right? So whenever I give water, that water should be drained out properly. So it's very important that whenever you grow in pots, your pot should be having the soggy soil, because if pots are going to have soggy soil inside, then your plants would start rotting and will die eventually. So here, to make it porous, you can add some soil and make sure the drainage hole is open and it's not choked. So if you find it difficult to obtain or to procure rice husk, you can use cocoa chips in place of rice husk. If you find difficult to find cocoa chips as well, what you can do, you can just find some concrete chips, smaller chips, multiple chips. So place 5 or 10 chips on the hole below and then fill it with soil. So the reason here is, like, whatever you do, you have to ensure that your drainage hole is not going to be choked. That is the purpose of putting rice husk or cocoa chips or the smaller concrete blocks. So now as a next section, what you would do, like I would tie these here, these smaller seedlings like this together, so that I can train them properly, so that they can just climb on this moss stick, and in 2 to 3 months it would reach to the 50% of height of this moss stick, and it will look very beautiful. So in part 1, I have talked about creating the seeds from the different plant also. So this is the seedling, just for your reference. So you can just use the same method to create other seedlings. I'll grow it individually on a separate pot I have, or this pot, so I'll grow it here. Now it's time to water it. I'm going to use a shower to water it, so that the soil is in place and the way I kept it, it's not going to change. And whenever you water it, make sure you mist properly this moss stick also. It's very important, because soon it would have aerial roots developed, which roots would go like these roots here, right? These roots will go inside these moss and it will start taking or making food directly from the moss stick, and eventually it would help in the bigger size of the leaves, developing help the plant to grow faster and to develop the bigger size of the leaves. So guys, you can see that, like here, this one I have tied here, and then I have made another tie here, right? And now it's like growing beautifully, it's growing up. And now you see here it started developing aerial nodes which is going inside it. So similar thing would happen to our newly planted pot as well. So you have seeing this hole, I have already created it using a tool. Like you can just use any tool or any stick to make the hole over here. And I'm going to place gently a moss stick into it. And now it's all set. This one also. This is the another method of doing it. Like if you don't want to uproot your seedlings and you want to use it on the same pot, you can do that also. So I have shown you both methods, having the seedlings uprooted and without uprooting the seedlings and using the same pot. So you can do both methods at the same time. It's totally up to your choice. I'll be discussing few more topics, more ideas about money plants in next video. So stay tuned. I'll see you in part 3. I hope this information would help you grow lush green money plants like I am having. And if you like this video, please do hit the like button and share it with your friends. I'll see you in part 3 with some more information about the money plant. Till then, stay tuned and namaskar.